What's up everyone, how's it going? In this game we have SAS spawning in the southwest as our red Malian. Up in the northeast we have El Sensei aka VortiX as our blue Ottoman. So I am feeling a little bit better. I'm still a little congested, but I should be able to cast. We do have an early barracks coming up for our Ottoman too though. I really thought it would be... I usually will see... Or you'll usually see military academy coming up, or military school coming up, not really a barracks. So this is a little different. Of course, this is going to be a lot faster than if he were to go for the military school, because he doesn't have to get the stone cropping and also production speed. 15 seconds compared to, what is it, 58 seconds? Yeah, I think it's 15 seconds compared to 58 seconds, something like that. Or 48 seconds. I don't remember at the top of my head. But so, this is going to be coming out a lot sooner. As for our Malian, standard play. Everybody on wood. Get 150 wood, 6 houses, pit mine, and then just rally the rest over to food. Extremely standard build. Nothing out of the ordinary. The Malians sadly don't really have that much versatility in the Dark Age, which kind of sucks, but they do make up for it in their Castle Age timings. The first spear. How many spears do we have going right now? Oh, we have a villager coming out too. So it is going to be a potential tower rush. Interesting, interesting. I do like this. This is going to be very punishing. Like I said, it's difficult for the Malians. Or... not really. Yeah, no, it is. It's pretty difficult for the Malians to actually deal with Dark Age rushes, because a lot of their wood just goes towards this. Like, this is 300 wood right here, guys. And then from there, yeah, it is passive gold. But you have to invest 300 wood, which means you either get your gold, or you get... you either get the passive gold, or you go for a defense. And you can't really have it both ways. The tower is going to be coming down, which is going to be denying anything else coming out of here. It's going to give free reign to the spears in order to deal with the pit mine. Oh, Saharan trade network. We're going to go for the defensive landmark. The defensive trade landmark. Crappy that it's actually like the positioning of it. If he was able to put it down here, which I would rather it be, at least then it could potentially hit the trade network, the actual trade network. Of course, the outpost is going to be coming up way before the Saharan trade network does, though. And we'll have to see where our Ottoman takes it from here, because these villagers are going to be under fire the moment this finishes. I would have liked to see more villagers, honestly. If he threw the rest of these villagers up here, 11 villagers, 10 villagers, it would have been a lot better for him. But now the villagers are under fire. First villager is going to be going down, potentially a second, and oh wait, no. Villager barely makes it up, and it looks like the villagers are barely, just barely outside of range. But the outpost is under... oh, yeah, the outpost, the Ottoman outpost is directly underneath the Saharan trade network. Sorry about that. Like, I was just trying to see what he was going to try to do here. What our Malian was trying to do. Because as of right now, he does have a decent position in order to defend because of the Saharan trade network. What will he do from there, though? Let's check on our Ottoman. He has enough gold so far in order to age up. Doesn't have enough food quite yet. One more turn in, and he should be going for, yes, the twin minaret madrasa. But this is a really solid position. Honestly, I would love to see him go for the Sultani trade network instead. Like, the Sultani trade network would have been a lot better right here. He already has the Malian on his back foot, so he's not really going to have to worry about any potential counter aggression. Yes, it is feudal against Dark Age, but it doesn't really matter too much considering the position that VortiX has put himself in. Second pit mine coming up on the kind of center west side of the map. Southwest side. Yeah. Oh, we need... Okay. He needs to be a little bit faster on that too. SAS, that is. He needs to be a little bit faster on trying to get those villagers in there. And more villagers too. Like, that's the thing. He needs to be able to just overrun these guys. At this rate, I do think that the pit mine is going to be going down regardless, though. There's not much he's going to be able to do. 3 Donzos are queued up at the moment. Do we have our... Oh, he has... I forgot. He still hasn't aged up yet. Barely going over to the stone. 5 villagers on stone. Gonna try to start getting those military schools up as well. I'm not entirely sure what SAS is going to be able to do. Like, this pit mine is going to go down. He's going into Donzos. It's not like he's going into warrior scouts or anything like that to harass. He knows. It's like he's predicting. He's expecting the stables. He's predicting the supply, of course. This is a matchup that's ever since release, the Ottomans have been in favor. Like, this is a very favorable matchup for the Ottomans. If you guys haven't already, check out the patch notes. There's some huge nerfs coming through for the Ottoman as well. It's gonna knock them down a peg or two. Well, yeah, at least a peg. Easily a peg. Going over to the farm transition. Our Malian player, first cow, is popping out. He should have had enough resources to go into... to start his transition. Sitting on 11? Yeah, 11 villagers on wood. I would have really liked to see the transition coming through already. The cattle ranch, but it hasn't quite yet. He does have 5 Donzos out on the field. They will... Oh, what do we have over here on the south side? Villagers are getting pulled to deal with the outpost now that the pit mine is dead. And now they're going to be rotating around, checking out where the other pit mines are. Because he knows that they have to be somewhere, right? He just picked one off. He's in feudal, so automatically there should be 2. Sipahi there's a single Sipahi out at the moment, 3 more in queue. 4 spears are out. They're on the other side, on the opposite side of the map, though. SAS is able to push VortiX off of his own gold at the moment. And now the other pit mine is going to be caught. Or not caught. It will be scouted out by those. I thought there were some... Yes, there are some Donzos here. Okay, those Donzos need to get pulled. Perfect. What kind of infrastructure do we see for our Ottoman player, though? Currently, 2 military schools. Let's go like this. Boom, boom, boom. So we're looking at 2 archery ranges, 2 military schools, 1 barracks, 1 stable. Looking good. VortiX's position does look pretty solid. And I do like how he's just been applied, or how he was able to apply so much pressure with just those 4. Well, I say just the 4, but it was 4 spears and an outpost. And as I said earlier, it is pretty difficult for the Malians themselves to actually deal with that in the Dark Age. It's a heavy punishment that they do have, or heavy weakness that they do have, and you could easily punish them for it. We are at 33 villagers for our Malian SAS. Cattle ranches are finally coming down. Took a little bit longer, actually a lot longer than what SAS would have realistically would have wanted. Archer range already down. First javelin thrower coming through. Second and third should be getting queued up fairly soon. There they go. Not entirely Huh. It says that only 1 is Oh, no, no, there it goes. I misread that. It's been a while. Looking good. The aggression from VortiX. Nice little split. We do have the Cav on the south side. Nice javelin, or nice Danzo spears. Weakening one. They are going to try to collapse onto these javelin throwers, though. A lot of weakened Sapahi, though. Blacksmith coming up now. It does look like it's heavily in favor of our Ottoman player. Like I said earlier as well, this is a matchup since the release of both of these guys. Since they released at the same time, since both of these civilizations did release at the same time, it always has been in favor of the Malians. Or, excuse me, of the Ottomans. The Malians have always had to play on the back foot in this matchup, and it's just so difficult for them because of the free units, the free harass. In this case, didn't really do any free harass. He actually paid for his units. So good job to VortiX. Donzos are doing a decent amount of job. 15 to 20. Javelin thrower micro. Could be a little bit better. 7 javelin throwers. 9 Donzos and a scout against. We're going to be able to get a decent engagement right here for our Malian. The meta is out now. The Sapahi did try to jump in. They did get pushed off by those Donzo. 23 military for VortiX. 12 spears, 8 Sapahi, 1 meta. A spear coming up in the back. I am more than sure that's from most likely a military school because it's taking forever. No? It's actually coming out of the barracks? Where is the barracks? Yeah, no, there's the military school. Yeah, that thing was taking forever, so it had to be from the military school. More infrastructure coming up for SAS. Currently sitting on 2 full-fledged cattle ranches. Fully garrisoned cattle ranches. 3rd one coming up now. The eco for SAS is looking pretty solid. But he needs to increase that military count. He needs to be careful with those javelin throwers. Nice focus fire from both players coming through right now. Sapahi moving forward. Donzo's moving forward now in order to block them out. Focus fire coming through from the javelin throwers onto the archers. Nice. Able to skewer a Sapahi. But he does need to pull back. There's not that much of a front line now. Really, really nice focus fire coming through, though, from our red Malian player. 19 military against 23. Defender's advantage, of course, going over to our red Malian SAS. Walls coming up on the southeastern side, well, to the eastern side of his base. Doesn't want any more run-throughs, potential run-throughs coming through at all. But he is also defended quite nicely with the town center and his Saharan trade network. Oh, this actually isn't looking too bad for SAS. He's even in military count now. He is down 1 villager. That's fine. Yeah, not too bad. It doesn't look too bad at all for him. The main thing he has to be concerned about is dumping too many resources into the military because, as you can see in the top right corner, VortiX is trying to go into Castle Age. It's going to be with the Mohammed Imperial Armory, and then he's going to start cranking out free Manganaos. Oh, I'm getting a little stuffy, guys. One moment. Walls are almost up. Oh, the Sapahi are going to be able to get through before it finishes. First blood going to VortiX after 14 minutes. Basically 12 minutes of mayhem, of aggression. He finally gets his first villager. SAS is on the opposite side of the map at the moment. But he has to do something with this. VortiX just spent 1,600 resources. No, 1,800 resources aging up. He should be down. Well, he is down on military. It's currently 44 to 32. He needs to get a decent amount of villagers right now. He's able to get 2, 3, 4. That's not enough. He needs to kill a lot more. He needs a lot more than just 4 villagers. VortiX is going back into the gold though. Oh, is he gonna be okay? So he's able to get 5 total, still not good enough, and it looks like what's going on over here? Was SAS like heavily supply blocked or something? He's only ahead 2 villagers at the moment, even though he's killed 5. So how was he behind? Like, how was he behind 3 villagers? Well, so 1 to 4. Oh, the Sipahi and archers are going to try to collapse on this. There are a lot of reinforcements for SAS that are going to be getting picked off as well. He needs to retreat. Meanwhile, this giant military ball for SAS up in the north side has to try to pick off more villagers. It needs more. I do like what VortiX is doing here. That's very standard in StarCraft 2. A lot of SC2 players do this, where they'll pull away and then just shift click them back. The issue being right here is that he pulled them back before the before the military even showed themselves. So he preemptively did that. And now VortiX on the opposite side of the map with some Sipahi and a few archers as well that aren't really doing much at the moment are going to be pushing into the base of SAS. SAS doesn't really have much to defend against this. Veterancies are already through on the archers as well. They are able to just completely one-shot the Donzos. As soon as the Donzos are gone, the Sipahi are going to be able to collapse right on top of the javelin throwers, which they are doing right now. And this is crucial damage. This is extreme damage that is going to be coming onto the Malian Empire at the moment. What do we have going on the opposite side of the map? Nothing. Posturing. That's it. SAS is just going around. He's currently killed 17 villagers, yes, but he is going to be losing a lot. Plus, he's lost a decent amount of his military as well. Nice posturing, still getting more and more villagers. You know what? SAS is doing good, but he does have 21 villagers idle. Either way, it's forcing VortiX back. First, Mangonel is out. Oh, those Donzos need to collapse on it now. They need to jump on it. They need to get it. Mangonel's down. Okay, not looking too shabby, but SAS doesn't have anything back home. Plus, he's in Dark Age, or not Dark Age, he's still in Feudal going against Castle. He needs to regroup. He needs to regather his military forces. There's still some units spread out. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Not sure why it skips. We're currently sitting at 55 villagers for SAS against 37 of VortiX. 41 military against 39. But like I said, it's feudal versus castle, and now we finally see the feudal age coming, or the castle age coming through for our Malian as well. Donzos are getting picked off on the eastern side of the map. Are they going to get collapsed? Grand Fulani Corral, of course, is going to be the landmark of choice. I'd be pretty surprised if it was anything else. But it looks like VortiX is going to be able to cut this military in half. Look at that. All the javelin throwers on the left side of the screen, they are going to get collapsed on right now by all of the Sipahi. The Donzos nowhere to be seen in order to help defend them. Nice single target focus fire coming through from VortiX's archers onto the javelin throwers of SAS. SAS is doing some semi-decent micro, but it doesn't matter. His entire army is just gonna go down. What are we sitting at right now? 14-12 against 38. And this is gonna be good game. It was going so well for SAS, but he had his army split up into 3 different balls of fire, basically. Like, he was hitting the east side, he was hitting the west side, he had another ball, a little army ball coming down the middle. VortiX went in at the perfect timing, whether it was intentional or not. Him just going straight down the middle really, really did help him out and really did win in this game. He's still ahead in villagers, SAS's, but he has 24 villagers idled at the moment with only 10 military. So it doesn't even matter that he has that huge eco lead. Wow, temporarily anyways. because he's just going to be losing out on his military. VortiX can park himself right in the middle of everything. Unless he's just going to move. Like, he's losing quite a bit of archers right there for free. Not enough javelin throwers out either. Sipahi are coming back in order to just get rid of the back line, which they're going to be able to very easily. Sipahi on the west side as well. Yeah, this is just mayhem everywhere. He needs to regroup, but instead he calls good game. GG. Game goes to El Sensei, aka VortiX, our blue Ottoman player. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.